Hi, this is Alexander, yoga teacher at Buddha Balance in Groningen. Today we're going to do a Hatha Flow class. We're going to end with the 8 angle pose, Ashtavakrasana. A very fun arm balancing pose which requires a little bit of stability into the shoulders as well as into the hips and a bit of depth into your twist. So we're going to work on that during the class to build up safely towards this fun arm balance pose. We're going to start on our mat, on hands and knees. So when you're ready, come and join me on your mat and we're going to get started. So you are on your hands and knees and we're going to start to warm up our spine to get to the twist that we need to be able to get into the 8 angle pose. So what you're going to do to start is just gently arch and round your spine again. You take a moment to do that, the gentle rhythm, without forcing anything. You feel the movement happening in your spine, from your tailbone all the way to the top of your head. Feel the muscles of your back, the muscles at the front of your upper body as well. Just take this time paying a bit more attention to your shoulders. You feel your shoulder blades going towards each other as you arch your back, and then going to the outside as you round your spine again. Take your time here. Slow movement, bringing awareness into your spine here. Alright, from here you make your spine straight again and you curl your toes under your feet. Push your hips up and back into down dog. If you have a bit of tight hamstrings, you can always bend your knees, but in order to warm up a bit more into your hamstrings, you can also walk the dog. So one by one, you stretch one leg when you bend the other one, moving your hips in the movement and feeling what happens here in the back of your legs, into your hamstrings, your calves, and also your ankles. Push your hands into the mat. Keep your arms extended. Gentle movement here, not too fast. And as you inhale, you extend both legs and push your hips further back. Now exhale, ground yourself on your hands and knees. As you inhale, you bring your right leg up and back. Exhale, place your right foot between your hands. Turn your left heel on the mat. Keep your right knee bent 90 degrees. And as you inhale, you width it with your left arm. Exhale, place your right elbow on your right thigh, just above your knee. And you bring your left arm to the front. So with the extended side angle pose. Here, you want to have your front knee just above your ankle. You want to let your hips sit. Take a moment. Make sure to keep your right shoulder away from your ear. And you're going to actively push your left foot into the mat when you reach to the front with your left hand, creating this nice deep stretch on the left side of your upper body. You can look at your left hand, but if this is too much for your neck, you can just look down at your right foot. Okay, now as you inhale, you gently come back up, and exhale, square your hips. So what you can do here that could help is come on the ball of your left foot. Maybe if you have issues with your stability here, you can just do this one pose with your left knee on the mat. From here, you keep your right hand on your right hip. And as you inhale, you bring your left arm up. Exhale, twist to the right. And first you're going to bring your left hand on your right knee. Inhale, lift your chest. And as you exhale, you look back. And if you feel you have a bit more space for yourself, you're going to bring your left elbow on the outside of your right lower leg. So what you want to do is to have your right knee on your left armpit. And then you can just have your hands together in front of your heart. Or if you feel the space for it, you place your left hand on the outside of your right foot on the mat. And then maybe you're going to extend your left leg, and from here, if it feels good, you extend your right arm to the front. So we're doing the same pose as what we just did, but now we're adding this deep twist for our spine. So make sure to take the option that feels okay for you. You don't need to push yourself too hard. It's really about still gentle warming up. So take it easy. Take a few breaths here, focusing on the length, reaching, opening, twisting at the same time. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you place both hands on the mat again, and you push yourself to down dog. Alright, now as you inhale, bring your left leg up. Exhale, place your left foot between your hands, turn your right heel in, so both heels are aligned. Inhale, windmill with your right arm, and exhale, place your left elbow on your left thigh, just above your knee. Bring your right arm to the front, reaching, pushing your right foot into the mat. Take your option here, opening into your chest. And of course, I didn't mention it before, but if you feel comfortable with it, you can have your left hand on the outside of your left foot. Make sure you're not struggling too much here. You still want to be able to breathe properly. Feel the length. Let your hips sink a little bit to create this one straight line from your right foot to your right hand. Awesome. Inhale, come up. And exhale, twist your hips to the front, square your hips. And maybe you want to have your right knee on the mat to start. Inhale, bring your right arm up. And exhale, place your right hand on the outside of your left knee. From here, inhale and lift your chest. And exhale, twist and look back. So, if you feel more comfortable with it, so you bring your right upper arm to the outside of your left lower leg and you start with your hands together. Maybe you start to here, bring your right knee off the mat, and maybe your right hand on the outside of your left foot. Maybe even extending your left arm. So take your time, see how it goes on this side. The twist should feel very different than the first side. So you keep extending, reaching, and opening while you twist. Okay, last deep breath in. And exhale, place both hands on the mat. And come back to your down dog. Take a deep breath in, extend your legs, your arms. And exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, walk, step, or even jump to the front. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, go all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands down again. Roll your shoulders a little bit, maybe your neck, see what feels good for you. Our next pose is Utkatasana, the chair pose. So you're standing very strong on your mat. And what you're going to do here is, as you inhale, bend your knees and bring your arms up. So this is the chair pose. If this is too much for your shoulders, you can always keep your hands in front of your heart. And you really feel that your legs are starting to work really hard. It's a good way to build some stability into your legs. Try to avoid that your knees are coming further forward than your big toes. So you want to keep them just behind your toes, and you want to sink a little bit more with your hips. Make sure you're not arching your lower back too much, but that you're also not rounding completely. Try to keep a neutral spine here. See for yourself how it goes, and we just hold it here. Make sure your breath stays smooth and steady. Take your time, just breathe. Alright, from here, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Place your left elbow on the outside of your right lower leg. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Make sure you're breathing, maybe looking up. See how it goes, see how deep you can go here. Make sure that your knees stay aligned, that there's not one knee coming back and the other one to the front. You want to stay like you were in the chair. Okay, inhale, come to the middle. And as you exhale, twist to the left side. Bring your right upper arm to the outside of your left lower leg. Make sure that your shoulders stay higher than your hips. So you want to keep extending your spine when you twist. A bit more of a challenging pose. Very great way to work on the stability in your legs and some twist in your spine as well. Alright, deep breath, come to the middle. Exhale, sink a little deeper, yes. And inhale, come all the way. Exhale, come back to your Tadasana. Alright, you may want to shake your legs a little bit. Roll your shoulders. Our next pose is Garudasana, the eagle pose. Again, a nice way to work on leg stability and also opening a little bit more into the hips to help us get a little further with our 8-angle pose. So here, consciously, you shift your weight onto your right leg. You bend your right knee just like we did in the chair. You bring your left leg over to the right. Let your hips sink a little deeper, really working on leg stability. Now inhale, open your arms wide. And as you exhale, you bring your left arm under, right arm above. Cross your elbows, thumbs are pointing back. Clasp your hands together. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, let your hips sink. You could stay here or bring your left foot off the mat. Maybe even have your left foot behind your right ankle. Take your time to breathe. Looking for balance here. Probably a bit challenging after the chair pose that we did, that we held for a moment. So if you feel explaining the first option with both feet on the mat, that's okay too. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently release your arms and your legs. Now we're moving to the other side. Shift your weight onto your left leg. Bend your left knee. Bring your right knee over to the left. Inhale, open your arms wide. And exhale, bring your right arm under, left arm above. Cross your elbows, thumbs pointing back. Clasp your hands, bring your elbows up, and let your hips sink. See for yourself, maybe right foot off the mat, maybe behind your ankle, or you just keep your right foot on the mat. Should be feeling nice for your shoulders. You probably feel it also on the outside of your right hip now. Take this moment to just connect with your body, breathing and feeling the effects of this pose. Last deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently release. Stand at the front of your mat. So keeping up the flow, you're standing in Tadasana. Inhale, bring your arms up, reach to the ceiling. Exhale, come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, come and stay in plank. We're going to take a moment here, just 20 seconds. Make sure to push your chest away from the mat and tilt your pelvis forward. So in this plank, you do want to have your spine round. push the mat away from you, extend your arms. Take your time to breathe, pushing your fingers into the mat, the heels of your hands. Take a nice deep breath in, and from here you just bend your elbows and come into Chaturanga. So you take a moment here, also 20 seconds, really make sure you're still keeping your pelvis tilted forward and that you feel your arms and shoulders working really hard, developing some serious stability here to help you with your arm balances. Almost there, just one more breath. And as you exhale, gently come to the mat. Inhale, lift your chest for a gentle cobra. And exhale, push your hips up and back, come sit on your heels. So the next pose we're going to do, starting to bring a bit more balance into our arms and our hands, we're going to do the crow pose, Karakasan. So you're going to start on your hands and knees, and from here you're going to curl your toes under your feet and bring your feet a little closer to your hands. So there is about a hand or a foot distance apart between your hands and your feet. If this posture here, right where we are, is not possible for you yet because there is lots of tension happening in your body, that you cannot place your hands flat on the mat, you could grab your blocks and have your hands on blocks as well. From here, you're going to bend your elbows. What you do now is bring your elbows towards each other. So you want to avoid that your elbows are pointing to the side. You want to have them going towards each other. From here, you place your knees as high as you can in your upper arm. You really try to have your knees into your armpits. Next step, you shift your weight forward by coming only on the tip of your toes. Maybe you can have 1 foot of the mat, maybe you have 2 feet of the mat. So all the steps are options. Find your option and we hold it here for 15 seconds. Keep pushing your chest away from the mat. Keep pushing your hands into the mat. And if you have your knees connected with your upper arms, push them in. Activate into your core. Take a last deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your feet on the mat again. Alright. You may want to roll into your wrists a little bit here. Take a moment. Catch your breath. Alright, the next pose is one of my favorite, most challenging physical strength poses. It's Lolasana. So I would recommend for this one to grab a set of blocks. If you do not have blocks, it's okay. You can do that with maybe some stack of books or something rigid that can elevate yourself. If you can do this pose with your hands flat on the mat, that's good, but not all of us are here yet. So modify as you need. If you do have blocks, you can choose to have them on the side or up, maybe just flat on the mat, just to give you a bit more height into this pose. So what we're going to do now, you have your hands steady on your blocks, and you're going to extend your arms. And you see that your hips are lifted off your heels. You're going to shift your weight a little bit more to the front, and from here, you're going to lift your knees off the mat. So the first option, you keep your feet both on the mat. That's cool. Option 2, just 1 foot on the mat and 1 foot up. Second option, both feet off the mat. We hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently come back down. You blocks to the side. And here, you're going to bring your right arm across your chest and hook with your left elbow. behind your right elbow. You lift your left elbow. You feel the stretch now happening on the side of your right shoulder. Take a moment to breathe, release the tension. We've been working hard with the shoulders here, it's good. We're going to need the strength and the stability to hold our 8-angle pose. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, release. Bring your left arm across your chest, right elbow behind your left elbow. Lift your right elbow a little bit more, relax into your left shoulder. And feel what happens here in your left shoulder joint. Feel the muscles getting stretched, also the connective tissues getting a little bit more attention here. Good, take a last deep breath in. And as you exhale, release. Roll the shoulders and you come at the front of your mat again. And like we did in the chair, you're going to have your feet together, bending your knees. Except for now, you don't have to have your heels on the mat. You can be on the tip of your toes, finding your balance here. Maybe just having your hands on your knees. See for yourself how that goes. Now we're going to move to the side curl pose, which brings us way closer to our 8-angle pose. What you're going to do from here is twist your body to the right. You're going to place your hands on the mat about shoulder distance apart. Try to keep your knees together like we did in the chair pose. Now you're going to bend your elbows, and what you want to do is to have your right elbow against your right hip and your left elbow against just behind your left knee. Fingers spread wide for more surface to stand on. And now you're going to push your elbows into your right upper leg and start to shift your weight more to the side of your head. Maybe you're staying here, it's already a deep twist. Maybe you bring one foot off the mat, maybe both feet off the mat. And you will hold it here for 15 seconds or so. Just breathing. So, side angle pose, if you have the alignment right, so that your elbows are just above your wrist, shouldn't cost you too much energy. Just a bit of core activation to keep your knees close to your chest. Deep breath in, and exhale. Gently come back. Take a breath. And relax your shoulders. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. It may feel a bit different than what we did on the right side. That's okay. Just go to the option that will suit you the best for you right now. So twisting to the left, you place your hands on the mat. So the connection between your left upper leg and your upper arms is very important. Your right upper arm at your left knee and your left upper arm supporting your left hip. Once you have this, you can shift your weight forward and maybe go further, bringing one foot off the mat or both feet off the mat. You're going to hold this one for 15 seconds as well. Take your time, just breathing. Make sure you're not forcing too much. You don't want to get out of breath. If you have trouble breathing, take a step back. Don't worry about anything else. Take a deep breath in and out. Bring your feet on the mat again. And now you're going to sit on your mat. Going to take a moment, stretching a little bit into the legs before we move to our Ashtanga Vajrasana. So we come into this gentle struggle. You know that if you are sitting more on your sit bone, on your tailbone, you should be sitting on the sit bone. But if you're sitting more on your tailbone, you should grab a blanket or something to elevate a little bit to keep your lower back straight here. If you have very tight hamstrings, you are always allowed to do this one with your knees slightly bent. Maybe if you really have a lot of tension into this area, then you just stay here with a straight back and you're going to enjoy the stretch in your inner thighs, into the hamstrings, and into your inner hips. If you can have your legs straight, that's okay. Maybe you can also have your hand on the mat. If that's not comfortable for you, maybe grab your blocks or anything to have your hands on. Of course, if you're already a bit more flexible, you want to look for the stretch and you start to walk your hands forward and forwards. Maybe you have your elbows on the mat. Maybe you start to place your forehead on your hands. Maybe forehead on the mat. Maybe you grab your heels. See for yourself. Just make sure you are challenging yourself. You do want to feel what is happening into your upper legs and inner hips. Just gently breathe, relax, take your time. Having this moment for yourself, working on flexibility here, requiring no effort at all, just an ability to let go. So you want to stay soft, you want to stay with your breath, you want to be able to enjoy your relaxing moment. And if you're not there right now, just take a step back really. You don't need to prove anything. Just listen to your body, connect, and do what feels right. Okay, as you inhale, you slowly start to warm up again. Bring your knees together, and maybe you hug your knees, make your spine a little bit round here if it feels good for you to have your hips closed for a second. And this is now time to practice Ashta Vakrasana, the 8-angle pose. So what you're going to do to start, the first option is with your legs straight. And what you're going to do is grab your right foot with your right hand. You're going to bring your right knee towards your right armpit. So you don't want to have it inside of your arm, but actually more just under, to be able to pull back. So make sure when you do that you're not rounding your spine and going back like this. You want to keep extending and lifting. Then you're going to bring your foot towards your chest. And if you really have a lot of difficulties with that, this is a good pose to practice to really open into your hip a little bit more, which we do need to get into Ashtavakrasana. So take a moment here, see how it goes. If you feel that this is good, then you're going to bring your right arm under your right leg. So what you want to achieve is that your right knee is as high as possible on your right shoulder. That you are actually wearing your leg like kind of a backpack. You keep your foot flex strong and active. Try to bring your foot to the midline of your body. If it's good for you, the next option is to have your left hand also next to your left hip. Okay, now we're going to get a little further. We're going to start to bring some lift into the pose. So you push your hands into the mat, and you lift your hips off the mat, shifting your upper body forward and bringing your left foot closer to your mat. Maybe you feel good here, you're going to start to bring your left foot also off the mat, only on your hands. Then the next step is to cross your ankles and bring both knees around your shoulder. Then you start to shift your weight forward and extend your legs. And this is Ashtavakrasana. So take your option, we hold 15 seconds here. Any step that you take is perfect. The more you are going to practice it, the more comfortable you will be, and further you will be able to go. Take a last deep breath in, and then gently come back, sitting on your mat. Good. I hope this felt okay for you, that you still have some energy left for the other side. So we're going to take the steps together again. First, you bring your left foot towards you. What you want to do is to really have your left knee on the outside, reaching to the side of your body towards your arm plating to really open more into your left hip. Okay, if you get this, then you bring your left knee at your left shoulder or as close as you can. Maybe you keep holding your left foot with your right hand. Maybe you can also release it by activating into your inner thigh muscles. Then you place your both hands on the mat next to your hips. Make sure your hands are not too wide. You keep them close to your hips so that you can extend your arms and lift your hips. From here, hips back. Bring your right heel towards you. You can always stay in this option. This is a very fun balance already. Maybe you have your right foot off the mat. Maybe you cross your ankles. Make sure to squeeze your left shoulder with your knees. Last step, you shift forward, extend your leg, and you hold wherever you are for 15 seconds. Just keep breathing. See how it goes. Feel the twist in your spine. Feel your shoulders working. Push your hands into the mat. Take a deep breath in. And then gently come back. Extend your legs. Inhale, lift your chest. Bring your arms up. And exhale. Place your hands on the mat. Cross your ankles. Roll over your ankles. And come into child's pose. Take a moment here. Feel the rounding of your spine. Let your shoulders sink to the mat. Let your hips sink to your heels. Child's pose is a great way to heal and to recover after a bit of a more challenging class with more accent on strength and deeper twist for our spine. Now you just breathe, relax, let go of all the effort, take a moment to be happy with yourself and all that you achieved now during this class. As you inhale, you slowly start to come back. And exhale, release. So take a moment, come lie down on your back in Shavasana. Take as long as you can here. Maybe you stay 5 minutes, maybe you stay 10 minutes. Listen to your body and do what your body is asking for. Keep doing what feels good for you. So thank you very much for watching this class. I hope you found a way to get a nice option into this 8-angle pose. It's a very fun arm balance that just requires a little bit of practice, a little bit of strengthening into the shoulders and deepening a little bit into your twists. So focus on all these poses if you couldn't get too far into the pose, but make sure you are not disappointed. You know, it's not about being able to achieve the pose, it's about the journey that you are taking to get there. So if you lack in spine flexibility, hip mobility, or that you're a bit weak into your shoulders, this is a good way to realize that and take a moment to work on it, to improve your overall well-being. This is what it's all about. Again, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it and see you next time again. Namaste.